Hello, wild ones. It's Cole from Woohoo Creative, and I'm talking today about another couch creative moment. Um, I love to journal, and I kind of journal all the time, whether I want to or not. And recently, I began a journey with some of my friends of canning. We've canned a few times in the past. We did some beans one summer, we did some cherries one summer, but this year we kind of got a little bit more serious and we started with beans in June, and then in July we canned pickles for the first time together, and it was one box of pickles makes a lot of pickles. And then just today, just this morning, we canned some peaches, and we decided to start taking notes. And of course, it's my house, so I grabbed some 11 by 17 paper. I'm just going to hold this up, and I just started writing down a list of stuff. Beans, we did it on June 21st. Here's who was here. Here's what the recipe was. Here's where we got the box of beans. This is how much our yield was. So really, truly, it was very, very stoic journaling. And then today, we ended up doing our peaches, and we were hoping to get peaches that the pit came out. But we ended up getting the wrong kind of peach from our produce stand. They said it was the right kind, and we went back and forth a couple times, but it was a clinged fruit peach. So because of who I am, I started writing little protest signs in the corner, and I just said, we said no pits. This is the pits. No cling. And I don't know if I was inspired today by all the politics that's happening in the U.S., but it seemed really like a funny way to do it. And for our pickle brine, I also ended up drawing a little beautiful pickle and how long it was in the batch. But because we've started printing out our recipes and things, I was like, I need it to be a little bit more together than this. And I had some work done to my house, and I got two free folders. And instead of leaving this one as from the workplace, I decided to, we're calling ourselves the Canning Queens, but I decided to just pretty it up a little bit. But mainly, I just need a place to house our little journal, and then all of our recipes in here, so I can just stick it in with the rest of my cookbooks and have it ready to go. This was really easy to do. This is you do not need to be an artist to do this. I used a little recollections pad, and I'm definitely not sponsored by anybody. So funny. A little recollections scrapbook pad, and just grabbed out a few pieces and put them together, tore some edges, left a big piece whole, just to cover up what was there. And then I covered it all in packing tape because I like a really cleanable surface, because we're going to be canning. So that is my little project for today. Nothing major, just super easy. But don't you want to go look at this versus here's my notes, and I stuck them in one of the cookbooks, and I can't find it anymore, and I don't remember when we actually did that. And so I find I live a better and more creative life if I organize myself for the journey. And I used to make that organization. I had the label printer and the little put everything on really straight and really stayed, and I made sure I had everything closed up. And I realized for my own personal life and my own personal creativity and organization, I have a pretty clean house nowadays. I'm very lucky that I have time to do that work. But for me, organization made a lot more sense once I started making it beautiful and taking time to create around that organization. And I have a feeling, because I didn't finish this section, and I didn't finish the back. I'm thinking of like almost putting a vision board for this little group, because we're people who, there's a car bumping by. Sorry, I'm out on my front porch. It's sunny today too. My hopes and dreams aren't just to have beautifully, wonderful, yummy, preserved food, but have a deepening of relationship with friends and to live more of the earth. I really love living seasonally. I love seasonal celebrations, and I love thinking about how the world comes alive in the summer and how flavor comes alive in the summer. I wish it was smell-o-vision, because this is basil that is sitting right next to the camera, and it smells so amazing. I can smell it from here, and I just had to go put my nose in it. But I love it when kind of the wheel of the year is reflected in the work I'm doing in my family life. And summer is a time of harvest, actually. Like August is the first harvest celebration. And it's just around the corner. And I love that I get to preserve this fresh food in a way that's good to the earth. There's less plastic in my life if I can peaches. And I just really, truly appreciate the lineage of the women who canned before me. I remember my aunt and my mom canning in the hot kitchen in the summer, and my aunt has this beautiful, beautiful pool that I still dream about, because I love to swim. And I, as one of the kids, got to just go spend the whole day with my cousins swimming, and I could smell the cocoa butter that we'd slather all over ourselves. I can smell the chlorine, and I can smell the tomatoes that they were canning. And that history is amazing. And I'm lucky enough to have inherited also the canning pot from my grandmother's line. So I think of it as a matriarchal line of providing for your family. And so canning for me takes on a creative and spiritual bent when I allow it to, and when I honor that. And I hope for you wild ones, you find something that connects you to this wild earth and your creative spark and soul. I am so excited to hear about your journey. Please post below and like and subscribe and all that stuff. Have a great and wonderful day.